And hey, all right. Well, hey, one of my first days of this drawing in 3D 10-minute daily challenge, and here we are. This is so exciting that broadcasting, webcasting live from my art studio right here in Houston, Texas. We're going to do a wonderful drawing today. So thank you for your patience. Bear with me as I'm learning this technical magic. So exciting. We're going to draw this pencil rocket right here, okay? So if you're ready, let me click this little camera off. I'll come back on and talk to you during the lesson. We're going to try to keep these to about 10 minutes, maybe 10 or 11 minutes. And I want to do one a day for 30 days. Maybe I'll do a few more than that just to get some up here for the folks who can't attend the live ones and come into the recorded. So we're going to draw this pencil rocket. It's going to be really, really cool. And we're going to the whole point of drawing the pencil rocket is one of our first three-dimensional drawing lessons in this 30-day challenge is to emphasize that your pencil is your rocket into the land of ideas. Pencil power, right? This is so cool. Pencil power. Now, remember, every Monday I webcast live from my website, markkistlerlive.com, and we have a whole hour, and I'm able to interact with you via text messaging and via the sharing the camera back and forth. But this is that we won't have any text yet. I'm going to turn the text on as the days progress, and I figure out this technology a little bit better. All right, so I know I want to make sure that all you artists are very safe and secure here webcasting with me. So let's take a look. In my book, You Can Draw in 30 Days, there's a lesson in here with these wonderful thickness lines. So we're going to use a couple of these spheres inside the pencil rocket right up inside here, okay? So let's get going. Got your piece of paper. Now, I recommend you use a sketchbook for this 30-day challenge, a sketchbook with the spiral binding. All right, so if you have one of those handy, make sure you get that out. If not, any blank piece of paper, any pencil will do. Let me zoom this in. All right, so let's start with a line going uphill. A line going uphill. Now, I call this line direction northeast. Take a look at this. See this? Now look I call this the drawing direction compass. You can print a copy of this from at markkistlerlive.com. And if you see this pencil right here, we're going to make our pencil going up in this direction northeast. These are the four most common positions that artists will draw and use when they're creating characters or objects or backgrounds or characters interacting with each other, is these four positions. Now they use horizontal and vertical also, and coming straight at you and going away from you. But most common is these we'll use this one right here. Put a dot right here. And we're going to draw a foreshortened circle. Watch this. We're going to draw a foreshortened circle. Isn't that wonderful? Now, once you get that foreshortened circle going, let's taper it. Now, foreshortening means to squish it, to distort it. Now, remember, there's 12 Renaissance words. And if you learn these 12 words, you can draw anything in 3D. So here's one of the words right now. Watch this. This is going to get smaller as it moves away. Already, look at that. Bam! Already it's starting to look like it's about to fly across your paper, right? Whoa! And one of these lessons coming up here in the next week or so, I'm going to show you how to take your drawing and you rip it out very carefully, and you can use your smartphone to make animated movies. Isn't that neat? You can draw like the rockets, draw dragons coming into the scene. Whoa! Art animals coming in here, art animals. We're going to have so much fun this month. So here's tapering. It gets smaller as it comes away. That's the word size. Curve the end. This is called contour. Curve that side, contour. All right. And then up here, I'm going to put the pencil lead. Now right down the middle. Now watch this. Do you have that? Do you have that right there? Now if we were at my live class on Mondays, I would say, hey, give me a happy face, and there's little emotional icons you push. I'm going to figure some way on these YouTube live webcasts to get some response from you guys. But right now, just draw along with me. Put a dot right here at the end. This is a guideline, very light guideline. And we'll draw this wonderful pencil taken off. Here's your pencil lead, okay? There's the point. There's the tip of your. Let me give you a little tip for your drawing here. Let me get my point across. Take your pet finger and go, aha! That's you right there, the genius artist. Aha! Getting ready to draw. You have the idea. Now we're going to have you soaring across the galaxy. You're going to be breaking out of the Earth's atmosphere. So there's our planet. That's called the horizon line. Look at all these words we're using of the 12 Renaissance words. We're using foreshortening. Here's size. Here's horizon. Here's contour. Well, up here, let's curve this a little bit on the end. Let's draw this at tip of the pencil. So take your pencil and curve it right here. All right. How are you keeping up? You guys keeping up with me? Well, you be sure you send me a little note from markkistlerlive.com. Go to contact Mark, and you send me a note after this lesson with a picture of your drawing, a photo. I'd love to post them and take a look at them, or you can Instagram it or Facebook it. Actually, why don't you Facebook it on your Facebook page? Make sure you friend me. Put 2 dots here. Make sure you friend me on Facebook. Now, I know there's a million Mark Kistlers out there, which was shocking when I was trying to find my own Facebook page. And so you have to look for this one image of. Let me show you what you need to look at. If you're going to friend me on Facebook so I can keep track of your drawings and you can keep track of what's going on with these YouTube lessons. These 3 birds, this drawing I did right here, I collaborated with famous artist Rebecca DeGroot for the coloring, but my picture's right down here. It looks like this. See that? See how my picture's right down here in the corner, but it's actually over on the other corner. Okay, look for that for Facebook, and make sure you send me a friend request. Okay, draw the foreshortened circle, and that way when you post your drawings, let's do that. Let's post your drawings. I'm going to add that to our goal. Every day that you do a drawing, post it on Facebook with your family so that I can see it. Now, right here, the Windows foreshortened circle. I'll do the same thing. I'll post this, I'll Instagram it and tweet it and Facebook it. Put the thickness here. This is going to be you. You're going to be soaring into this will be you, right? The pilot. That's going to be you. See, we're going to draw like a Muppet mouth with foreshortening. Here's your little brother. Hold on! Your little brother taking off. So we're going to put a guideline, an action line. That's going to be you. So draw your face. Here's your face right here. And then we're going to tape that. That'll be the backhand. I'm going to put the near hand reaching out here. So we're just blocking it in. Now the near hand's going to be a little bit larger. We'll block it in. We're going to shape it in. This hand will be a little bit smaller. It's further away. Just like the near part of the pencil is larger and it gets smaller as it moves away because of that Renaissance word size. Okay, excuse me. Now, let's take this, draw your nose. You know what? I'm going to clean this up just a bit because I know. Here, I'm going to taper this from the neck. It's thin at the neck and it gets thicker at the body down here. And thinner at the wrist. It gets thicker down as the arm comes down. Thinner at the wrist. It gets a little bit thicker as it comes down. I'm going to put your nose right here. I'm going to clean up that head. Isn't that nice? Now, people ask me all the time, what tools do I use when I'm drawing? Well, I love a mechanical pencil. I love a really nice dark lead, an HB. Okay, most of the time you can use any regular pencil. I use this all the time, and I like it when it's dull because it's a nice thick line. I very rarely sharpen them, but this is an H lead, okay, and this is about probably a 5 millimeter. This is a 9 millimeter, very thick lead. All right, so let's darken this in. Any pencil will work though, and any piece of paper will work. You don't have to have fancy tools to draw with me. All right, the whole goal here is every day, 10 minutes a day drawing. Let's see how that really refreshes and recharges our imagination, our creativity. Doesn't that sound fun? That sound good? So I'm glad that you little group here, my first group of YouTube Live students, are drawing with me. Let's draw the near eye. Isn't this fun? Here's a little eye. See, now the back eye's shorter and smaller, back behind there. It's further away. Here you are flying here. Wow! Mama! You're taking off. Whoa! Dude, look at this. Is how excited you are to be drawing every day. You're soaring off into the land of imagination. Now, as we're going here, I'll put a smile here. You're all happy. I'm going off to the future. I'm designing cool cities and cool spaceships and cool characters. I'm going to open his mouth, curve this down. Now watch this. This will be really a neat technique. I'm going to foreshorten this. The mouth is open. Watch this. I'm going to curve it up. Just ready? Watch how I do this. From the lip, I'm going to curve it right here. Isn't that fun? Little Muppet mouth. Then I'll use my eraser. Here's another one of the tools I have. I have my click eraser. I have my pencil. I have my dusting brush. These are all items you get from an Office Depot or office supply or art supply store, Michael's or Aaron Brothers or Jerry's Artorama. Now, excuse me. Now let's darken in that back hand back here as you take off and you're soaring across. This is where I'm so used to saying, give me a happy face or a sad face, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. So we'll figure a way that I can communicate with you, fine artist. On my live Mondays when we have a whole hour together, that's so cool because I flip back and forth between the camera and you. But the thumb's going up. See, the thumb's going to be going up. Most of the time your thumbs are going up when you're drawing hands. This hand's going to be bigger, so let's splay the fingers out here. Let's splay them out. All right, now if you want more information on my Monday live webcast, I webcast several times during the day. You go to markkistlerlive.com, and right now we have such an awesome sign-up special. It's 50% off, so take a look at that. Draw with me 10 minutes a day every day on YouTube, and then on a whole hour on Mondays. And that way we can interact back and forth with each other. Now, down here, I'm going to draw the guidelines. See, I'm going to put the sun. Let's identify where the light is. The sun's up here, and the sun is shining. Look, it's really bright. We have to identify where the light's very important. The light's coming up, and it's coming down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a shadow down below here, right down here. The sun is so important in all of our drawings. Sun's here, so it's coming down, so I'm going to put a shadow, and I'm going to cast it. Can you guys do that? Happy face, sad face, thumbs up, thumbs down. You got it? Put that shadow. Very cool. Now, here's another tool that I use. I have several of these little blending stomps. You can use your finger, but I like these little stomps. This is a number 3 size. You get these at an art supply store for you get 4 or 5 of them for $2. See what this is like a paintbrush for your pencil. Isn't that nice? Look at it, blends it. Isn't that beautiful? Blend it, blend it, blend it. And then, oh, I'm looking at the time. So much for the 10-minute idea, right? We're already at 13 minutes. All right, so back here, I'm going to draw this. Instead of having pollution, we'll have Cheerio power. Cheerio power. Yeah, so I'm having so much fun, I can't stop at 10 minutes. This will be maybe our 15-minute drawing, the first one, right? Well, let's clean this up. Let's use their pencil power rocket. Let's clean it up, and this is going to be our symbolic drawing. I hope this is the first one in your drawing journal, and you can every day we'll draw another page, another drawing, and then you can, when I go offline, you can add tons of extras. Okay, you use your imagination and just add tons and tons of extras. Okay, this is going to get smaller as it moves away. It's smaller, it moves away. Now, I'm going to be webcasting again today just because I'm trying to learn this technology. I'm going to be drawing this monster guy in about 10 minutes. I'm going to webcast live at another lesson at 10:30. So if you're ready and you want to draw some more with me, you just stay on YouTube and you can draw this. Now be sure, would you do me a favor, guys? Would you subscribe to my channel? Would you subscribe to it? I have a goal. I have a goal. I love sharing my dream, my goal with everybody. It's amazing how artists and creative thinkers love to help people reach their dreams. And my dream is to get 1 million artists, 1 million of you kids and parents and grandparents drawing with me in 3D and over the course of this next year on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe with me. I'd love you to do that. Now the sun's right here. Let's put a little tone inside here, and let's blend it up. Look at that. There you go. We could add a lot of extras, but I want to keep it to just around close to 15 minutes. This is a drawing from a student. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? This is from a fellow art teacher. Rebecca DeGroot did this drawing with me when I did the lesson at Comic-Con 2 weeks ago. Isn't that fun? And Rebecca DeGroot, the art teacher, did that one when we were at Comic Con. Now, if you guys come to Comic Con, be sure to draw with me, and I'll put your drawings on the camera too. All right. I'll be at Comic Con Austin Wizard World. Saturday, I'll be webcasting. Tomorrow, too. Tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be webcasting live from Comic Con here on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to me. All right. Also, if you guys like these drawings, go to my markkistlerlive.com and click my art gallery. And I have these wonderful autographed artist trading cards. Aren't these fun? I love these artist trading cards. We'd love to have you collect these and help support my goal to teach the world to draw. This is a wonderful way to do that. And if you like these giant posters, I autograph these right here. Look at here's a cool one. Your parents who are remember growing up watching me on the Secret City as Commander Mark. Remember the Secret City that we drew. All right. Well, thank you so much for spending part of your day drawing with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And this is just the first day of many, many days. We're going to go 30 days every day for 10 minutes a day, okay? Draw, draw, draw. And I'll see you on the next lesson. Bye, everybody.